Parliamentary dictation number 11 at the speed of 100 words per minute from Shaker Shorthand Magazine. Last 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, start. Sir, while supporting the bill, I would like to make a request to the Honorable Minister through you. Just a few weeks ago, the Union government recognized the Paradip port as number one major port of cargo handling. Sir, it is well known that when Nehruji refused to give funds to build the Paradip port, Biju Babu said then, to hell with the Indian government, I will build the port with the state government money or my own money, and he spent rupees 1.6 billion on it. Later, Nehruji sanctioned funds for the project, but it was Biju Babu's greater vision that ensured Paradip port becomes a reality. The maritime growth story started by Biju Babu has been taken to new heights by current Odisha Chief Minister Honorable Shri Naveen Patnaik Sir, who has played a pivotal role in the port-led development of Odisha, be it setting up Gopalpur Port, Dhamra Port, Subarna Rekha Port, or setting up a maritime board in recent times. Representations have been made to rename the Paradip port earlier as well. I reiterate the same demand and request the government through you to rename the port. It would also be a tribute to Odisha's glorious history of seafaring and maritime trade. Thanking you I once again request the Honorable Minister to consider our request. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Sir, for giving me the opportunity to speak on this important bill. I am a representative from Tamil Nadu and I am a witness to the growth the state has received from the Chennai port, being a hub port for containers, cars, cargo. The port's container traffic has crossed 1 million TEUs and is ranked 86th in the world, with plans to expand its capacity to 140 million tons per annum and having direct connectivity to more than 50 ports in the world. It is a major source of trade. Sir, the major focus of this bill is modernization, minimum government and maximum governance, which will lead to boosting of trade. The bill seeks to ensure greater efficiency by freeing up ports from as much red tapeism as possible while ensuring sufficient accountability by delegating to the port authority full power to enter into contracts, planning and development, and fixing of the tariff. Sir, finally, I suggest the government to make some new provisions for the autonomy, transparency, and efficiency for all 205 notified minor and intermediate ports in our country. With this, I support this bill. Thank you, sir. Honorable Speaker, sir, I may be allowed to move my amendment number 27. Along with the same, I have something to say in a limited time. This bill aims at reorienting the governance model in central ports to landlord port model in line with the successful global practice. The bill was first introduced in the year 2016. The Standing Committee deliberated on it and gave a report in the year 2017. An amended bill was introduced in 2019 or first part of 2019. The House was dissolved again in March 2020. This bill had been introduced. At the time of introduction, I had also raised certain issues which have not been considered as yet. The first amendment that I want to propose before this government in this house is that the composition of the board of major port authority constituted under clause 3 of the bill is heavily in favor of private persons. Besides, the states have been given very little representation in the board. Therefore, I am proposing that a member of each house of parliament should be represented on the board from all the states which have major ports. Stop.